What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Leah. Period. I feel like I haven't done this in so long. Super long. It's been a long time, and it's a lot going on in the background. It's a busy day outside, but I wanted to connect with my supporters and just talk some real shit about just how I've been feeling just in my life and my career. If you guys do not know, my name is Lee Batty, aka Leah. That is my chosen name. That is the name that I go by, Leah. But my artist name is Lee Batty. I've been making music for about the past year. I started off singing early on in my career. Side note, as a kid, I used to sing my little heart out even though I thought I couldn't sing. But I used to sing anyway as a kid all the time just because I loved to sing. But I was shy about singing. So I would only sing when my parents was gone or like nobody was home or I was in the shower. I would never sing like out loud. So I didn't get the courage to start singing until I actually got older in my adult years. I played around a little bit rapping. Like I was just chilling with my friend in the car and we just started rapping type shit. And I started rapping, and then they was like, you could rap, low-key. I knew that my passion was always, like, singing.
Show stopping. Hate to say, you don't deserve my love. You know I hate to say, you don't deserve my love.
That I'm good at rapping, and that's one of my talents. I think that I enjoy singing a lot more. I do rap, I do pop.
Body T, she petite, eat it like you wanna eat. Eat a dog, take my feet, make 'em work for the tree. She a baddie in the street. Keep it jumping like boom boom. No, keep it jumping like, keep it jumping like.
I do R&B, a little bit of everything. You know, some people even would say that I have my own sound. Kind of like this electronic, kind of like spacey R&B kind of vibes, you know, very like futuristic. At least that's what I try to go for in my music. I love early 2000s. Like early 2000s is my shit. Like every time I make my music, I always go back to the drawing board. I always like, you know, Sierra, T-Pain, T.I., Young Jock, Monica, 90s shit. I love me some Aaliyah. That is one of my like biggest inspirations. TLC. You know, I personally feel like I just give T-Buys all day because I'm such a tomboy. That's just my vibe. TLC, SWV, Escape. Those are definitely just like a few artists when it comes to mind of just that I feel like are really just like that blueprint for just like the music. Like it be simple, but that shit hit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of influence. That's what I like to put inside my music. Like that simplicity, that shit is a bop. You feel me? Because I feel like sometimes like that's what's missing in the music today. Sometimes like you just don't have to overthink it. You know, sometimes like I feel like in the past I have strived for perfection with my music, which kind of leads to failure because I think the key is really like trying less, like not trying so hard. You know, first year of my career, my music career, it was really like experimental, just learning the ropes of being an artist. Recently decided to start taking it more seriously. If you guys do not know, I am transgender, period. Okay, bitch, period. The LGBT, shout out to LGBT, period. And honestly, like, I don't want to box myself in and categorize myself as just like a transgender artist. I would like to see myself as just an artist, just as any other artist, you know, just as Rihanna or Beyonce or Nicki, you know what I'm saying, or anybody, or Sexy Red, you know, any other artists out there. I don't want to box myself in. That's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to box myself in as just like a trans artist or LGBT artist because truthfully, I make my music for everyone. I make my music to be relatable to everyone. I never want to box myself in because I know a lot of my fans come from all walks of life. There would be certain people, there would be certain supporters I would have that would be like, oh, like, why don't you make more songs about trans stuff? Why don't you make more stuff about, you know, being trans and stuff like that? And I'm like, I don't want to box myself in. I don't want to categorize myself. It's just that. Like, I want to be seen as like Leah, like Lee Batty, like the artist, instead of my sexual orientation or my gender. When people hear my shit, I just want them to just vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my whole entire career to be about my gender, but I know that it is an important factor. And sometimes I feel like it has held me back from being to where I want to be. I feel like some people like my music, and then when they would discover that I'm transgender, I think it would be kind of like off-putting to them sometimes. And I struggle with that. Is the world ready for a transgender artist? Like, is the world ready for someone mainstream that doesn't look like everyone else? And sometimes I would beat myself up about that. Or sometimes I definitely knew and realized that I would have made it a lot further as a man in the rap career. Like if I would have never transitioned and just stayed a man or presented as a guy, because I feel like I would have had more privilege, more male privilege in the industry. Because as a transgender artist, I don't get the same respect. It's hard to gain the respect as an artist that's transgender because a lot of people don't take transgender people seriously. Let that stop me. I would have like a lot of like second doubts in the back of my mind. Like, damn, are people not gonna fuck with me just simply because of, you know, who I am? But then I realized, you know, when you are chosen to do something and when you are chosen by God to do something, you have to follow your calling and you have to just push through that shit and not give a fuck. I'm definitely in this new founding era of believing in myself and just being more confident in myself overall, because I realize you really only got one shot at this shit. And if you don't go for it, it'll never happen for you. So sometimes in life, you literally only live once and you have to take the moment, because if you don't, your dreams will never come true. And I would rather go for my dreams instead of not going for my dreams at all and wondering what it could have been. I don't want to make that the excuse of why I can't be successful. I don't want to make that the excuse of why I can't put myself out there, of why I can't. The question now more so is why not?
Clock that T. Clock it.
I'm a bad bitch.
Look how she ate that.
Why not? I mean, I'm a cool motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you get to know me, I'm a really dope person. I'm a really cool person. I'm really talented. I really feel like my music is excellent.
And I have the highest confidence ever. And I walk in the room with my head held high, regardless if a motherfucker like me or not.
I'm still working. I'm still growing as an artist, you know, learning new things, perfecting my craft. So, you know, I'm not trying to be too boastful, but I know that I am talented. I know that there's something there. And as long as I continue to work, I can achieve it.
That's right. I know that's right.
I got to put in that work just as any other artist does. But I don't want that factor to be what stops me from achieving my dreams. I'm not gonna lie, it has kind of played a factor. Like there has been some times where, you know, I might go to the studio and people might treat me weird because of that, you know, especially in Atlanta. You know, it be hood niggas in the studio and shit, and then, you know, I come in, the doll.
Let's go.
Period. Doll, like I come in and then people are just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, you know, is that a transformer?
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Then like they kick it with me. They be like, you know what? Like Leah's cool people. Kick it with me. They be like, you know what? Lee Batty, like she's cool. Like she's dope. She's cool as fuck. Some of my fans, some of my supporters usually watch me from YouTube. Like I do my YouTube lives and they kind of like fall in love with my personality. And I want that to transcend through my music. So yeah, I just decided that I wanted to document my journey. Cause why not? Period. Why not? I decided I wanted to document my journey. Instead of being all mysterious and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just like letting you guys get a chance to just know who I am, who Lee Batty is.
Yeah, just like you. Trying to live my life and take care of my...
The artist behind the music type shit. No, I want to connect with my fans. I want to connect with my supporters. I want you guys to know me. So when I put out my music, you will understand like the stories behind my music, why I make the music that I make, my lyrics, like all those things, you know, all the little details like of my music. I want you guys to understand those things. So kind of take you guys like on a journey, you know. So if you want to follow my journey, you know, make sure you subscribe. Check me out on Spotify, iTunes at Lee Batty.
Ooh. You know what? I'm trying to stay positive, but this bitch is getting on my nerves.
And yeah, just enjoy the ride. Just put out an EP called Leah Love Letters. I'm working on a project. I'm working on my first album called The Interlude. It is not ready just yet. I don't want to put a date out just yet because I don't want to put that pressure on me. I just wanted to just flow naturally. So I don't want to give a due date just yet, but I do have an album, an R&B album coming called The Interlude. And it's basically like really like 90s vibes. Very like 90s Aaliyah, like sultry kind of vibe. So if you fuck with that, you fuck with those vibes, you'll fuck with the album. Yeah, I just want to close off just by saying, you know, like don't let anything hold you back in life. It doesn't matter. You know, sometimes God puts different gifts in different people. Sometimes it's the least person that you would expect it to be. As an artist, like I'll sit back and I'll watch other people, you know, get their shine. You know, I watch Ice Spice, I watch Sexy Red, I watch like Ken Carson, BK the Ruler, you feel me? Like all the underground artists, Shay, Cardi, you know what I'm saying? Like I watch everybody, I sit back in the cut and I watch everybody get their shine. And I would just think to myself, like, why can't that be you?
Clock that T. Clock it.
Why can't it? Power of manifestation is very real. And I've been manifesting success in my career for a very long time now. It's taken me some time to get there, you know, I'm not gonna lie. But everything is a process. Wall of China wasn't built in a day. You feel me? So you just gotta just go on your own timing and your own speed. And when things will happen for you, they will happen for you. And if it's meant for you, nobody can ever take that away from you. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And stay tuned to any of my future projects and music that I have dropping. And if you have not, you know, give it a chance. Check out my music. If you would like to, check it out. I'm hoping in my future to go on tour, to do shows, to put out more music videos and stuff like that. When it comes to the music videos, sometimes as an artist just starting out, like, you don't always have the budget and the money to do that. But I'm gonna just say fuck it and just shoot some shit on my phone. Why not? You know, like, I'm tired of making excuses for why I can't do this or why I can't do that, or I don't have the money for this, I don't have the budget, I'm not signed to a label, because I am independent right now. But it's like, why not just try to make something out of what you have? And that's what I'm doing. So, you know, follow me on my journey and stay tuned. Peace.